What is up, guys? Welcome back into the channel. I'm Brandon Satterwhite, and we're continuing our offensive coordinator dynasty here with Memphis. We're 7-1 on the season so far, 4-0 in conference play. I want to check and see. I think we're coming down the stretch here in the season. UTSA and Rice is what we'll have in today's episode, and then UAB and Tulane will be the next episode. That'll finish off the regular season. And then if we make it to the conference championship game, that'll be another episode. And then if we make it to the playoff, that'll probably be the finale of the season. And then we'll look at the options there for whichever offers we get given there, and we'll pick from those to be our series team to start College Football 26, which is coming out in I think we're just 2 weeks away now from early access starting. So, I mean, it's going to be here before we know it. I mean, it's kind of snuck up on me here. But, yeah, so let's get into it today. Let's check out recruiting, because I do think we got some more recruits last episode. We got this 3-star guard, Joshua Dull. We got Floyd Azuma. I think that was the only other commits. But we do have 60 hours now we can commit to people. We've got some big leads on dudes here, so probably here near the end of the season, we're going to start getting a lot more commitments. I think I'm going to add a little bit more to Holyfield here, just to bump him up, because that other school's getting a little close for comfort. Going to dedicate some more points to him, and everything else can kind of stay the same, and then I'll just dedicate, another 10 to this guy, and then 5 to this guy, and that'll be our recruiting for this week. And we're going to hop into this game on the road against UTSA, and hopefully we get ourselves another win and keep this winning streak alive. All right, opening drive here. We'll be starting at our own 25-yard line, and I think the plan here today is just continue to do what's worked for us these last few games, and that's just continue to feed Mario Anderson. Our right tackle just got blown up there on that play. And it's a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12 after that. Do they have, a bunch of abilities on the D-line there? They got some, not a whole lot. They don't have, a ton of abilities here, so it won't be like that game against North Texas where the guy was getting past him every single play, as we're going to pick up 8 yards there on the little tight end sit-down play. Now it's 3rd and 4 here. Need to convert this to keep the drive alive. In the gun, dropping back to throw. Oh, and there we go. We've got Landfear. He goes up, and the contact knocks it loose. And we go 3 and out here to start the game. Not how you want to start things off in opponent territory, as Sloan in to punt it away. It's another nice punt. He's been a really good punter for us this year. Could be a contender for the Ray Guy Award, possibly. All right, we hold them to no points there. We got it at their 45-yard line, so it must have been either a great return or a turnover or something. We're going to start things off with Mario Anderson again, and again, nowhere to go for Anderson. 2 carries for -4 yards so far for Anderson in this one, and again, we are looking at 2nd and 12 here. And again, in the gun, dropping to throw, and we've got a guy there, and Taylor able to make the catch, goes down. Otherwise, he would have had a lot more, but all the way down past the 30 to the 29. Going to try to get Anderson going here with a little screen pass, and I think it's going to set up nice, and there we go. Beautiful blocks there downfield as we pick up 7 there on this screen pass. All right, going to take a shot here. My favorite play in the game. Hopefully Landfear gets open, and nope, and oh! I hit the button too late to throw to Landfear. It caused Anderson to jump. He gets hit in the air and fumbles it. And it's a turnover. UTSA gets the ball. Thankfully, we don't give up any points on that. A rough start to the game here for our star running back, Mario Anderson. We're going to have to rely a little bit more here on Hennigan as he's looking deep, going deep for Blankhamsey, and it's knocked away, thrown into double coverage. Incomplete there. That'll make it 2nd and 10, ball at our own 41-yard line here. Hennigan back to throw again, and this time looking over the middle, and he's got Drake, and he's able to hang on through the contact down to the 43-yard line of UTSA for a first down. That'll be the end of the first quarter here, a scoreless ball game here in conference play as UTSA has held this high-flying Memphis offense to -7 rushing yards so far in the first quarter. So 1st and 10 here. Let's see if we can get Mario Anderson going here on the ground. We're going to hand to him, and he's got a little space, and there we go. He finally breaks off a nice run there all the way down to the 31, a pickup of 12. It'll make it 1st and 10. Now let's get the RPO going. Now that we've had a successful run, we can work in these RPOs and just kind of, oh my gosh, they brought everyone there after the successful Anderson run to make sure we didn't get 2 in a row, and it's 2nd and 13. Yeah, they're definitely selling out on the run, especially on 1st down right now. And again, hit as he throws, incomplete. It's 3rd and 13. We're going to try to set up another screen pass here. Maybe Anderson gets something with this. Oh, there we go. There we go. And he's going to get about 10 yards on the screen. It's 4th and 3. They want me to go for it. Coach says go for it, so I guess we're going for it here. Gonna see what we can do here. Back to throw. 10 again. He hit as he throws, incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. Good grief. We can't do anything offensively today. We've got to figure something out here quick as we start at our own 9-yard line, 1st and 10. This time we hand to Mario Anderson, and this time it's another good run up the middle all the way down to the 25-yard line to pick up a 16 yards. And now it looks like they're selling out on the run, so we're going to audible to a little quick pass here. Let them come down. There we go. Landfear with a nice catch as he picks up 7 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 3. All right, they're playing 2 high safety, so we're going to run it here with Mario, and he only gets about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. I think we go power here. Thomas is in. Screw it. We're running it. Thomas lowers the shoulder, gets about 3 or 4 yards there on that one. It's 1st and 10. Mario Anderson back in here. Hennigan in the gun, 1st and 10. We're going to go RPO here. Swing it to Drake on the little bubble screen. He's going to pick up 10 yards. Another 1st down keeps the chains moving. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here. Still a scoreless game as we put a man in motion here. Hennigan back to throw on 1st down. And he's going to look, throws deep for Mario Anderson. He got behind the defense, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. Mario Anderson showing what he can do in the passing game as he puts the Tigers ahead with the 1st points of the day. We get the ball back here late in the 1st quarter, or 1st half, ball at midfield. We have 2 timeouts. Excuse me. 2 timeouts here. And again, just going to throw this one away. Guys in his face. 1:06 remaining here. 5 wide for Hennigan here. He'll drop to throw. And hit as he throws there again, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 10, ball near midfield, 1:02 remaining here. Hennigan in the gun, trips to the left. He'll drop to throw. And he's throwing deep here for Landfear, the tight end, and it's overthrown, incomplete. And once again, Memphis will be forced to punt it away here. And this is a beautiful punt here. It's going to land down inside the 10, but it'll go into the end zone for a touchback there. All right, first drive of the 2nd half here, starting at their 23-yard line. I think we got a turnover or something here. Hennigan back to throw to start the drive. And he's just going to get sacked. No time to throw there on that one. Loss of 8 on the play. 2nd and 18 after the sack here. We're going to go to the RPO, and it's going to hand off to Anderson. Just lowers the shoulder and picks up about 5 there. It'll be 3rd and 13 coming up. Another pivotal 3rd down here for Memphis. Hennigan in the gun. He'll drop to throw. Looks over the middle, finds Drake, and he'll get about 8 yards. They'll still be 5 shy of the 1st, and the field goal unit will come out onto the field for the first time today to make it a 7-point game. At a 20 or 35-yard attempt here. Kick is up, and it is good, and so Memphis will now take a 10-3 lead here in the 3rd quarter. And again, we're starting on their side of the field, so we've had great field position. We just have not been able to put up points here in this game as we're going to do a read option here, hand off to Mario Anderson, and he's going to get us about 10 yards there, just a little bit shy of the 1st. 2nd and inches here, we're going to go back to the RPO, and we're going to go quick out there to Rock Taylor. He turns up field inside the 20, and he's going to get knocked down at the 15. A nice little out route there for Taylor. Gets us back in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 15. We'll hand to Anderson here, and our receiver did not block there, so we only get 3 yards on that carry. 2nd and 7 here, going back to my favorite play, and there we go. It's going to be overthrown. Landfear can't get it, and it's incomplete. 3rd down coming up. And again, he's got bunch to the right here. Drake in the slot to the left. He'll drop to throw, throwing quickly. He's got Drake, and he's going to get down at the 1. Tried to reach to get in, but couldn't quite get there. Now 1st and goal here. They'll have 5 wide again for Hennigan. From the 1, Hennigan going to take it ahead on the QB blast, and he's in. Touchdown, Memphis. And Seth Hennigan showing the wheels there as he gets the 1-yard touchdown run. And once again, we start on their side of the field at the 49, this time up by 14, so now we can keep handing it to Anderson, or at least try to, as we only get about 1 yard there on the 1st down run. 2nd and 9 following the run on 1st here. Hennigan in the gun, hands to Anderson, and again, nowhere to go. Our right tackle just getting absolutely abused. And I think it's time we make a substitution there. He's been getting killed all game long, this senior. Let's throw this freshman in, or this sophomore, because, I mean, good grief. It's got to be something better than what we're getting right now. 3rd and 11 from midfield. We're going to set up another screen pass here to Anderson. And he's going to take off with it. Lowers the shoulder, but can't quite get there. He's a yard shy. We're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. And we're going to audible here because there's a big gap there on the left side. And that's going to be plenty of room for Anderson to go forward and get the 1st down for us. 1st and 10, going to try a little play action here, see if it fools the defense at all. Doesn't look like it did, and Hennigan going down and sacked on the play. A loss of 7 there on that one. Hennigan in the gun here all the way back at the 44. Draw play here for Anderson, and he'll get about 7 yards back to the original line of scrimmage there. 3rd and 10 now from the 38. 4 wide for Hennigan. Drops to throw. And we're going to go for Blankham. See, gets his first catch of the day. Looking for some space all the way down to the 15-yard line there. Seth Hennigan now over 200 yards passing on the day. And he's now gone over 2,000 yards passing on the season. Hennigan in the gun here. 1st and 10 at the 15. It'll be another hand to Mario Anderson. And he's going to take off, and he'll get a good chunk of yardage here. 4 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 6 there after the run. RPO read option. We're going to hand to Anderson. He'll get the 1st down to the 3 there. 1st and goal coming up here for Memphis. Now Thomas here in at running back. 1st and goal. He'll get the carry. Goes up, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And that will just all but seal this conference win here for the Tigers over the Roadrunners. All right, 1st and 10 from our own 43. Only 2:15 left, so we can basically just run this clock out here. As Anderson going to try to get to the outside. Makes a man miss with the spin, and he'll pick up about 12 there on that one, as the clock will run down to the 2-minute warning. All right, 1st and 10 after the 2-minute warning, all the way down to the 45 of UTSA here. Mario Anderson with another carry here. Going to try to bounce it outside. Now Juke's back in. And he'll pick up about 13 on that one. So some big runs here late for Mario Anderson, kind of padding the stats a little bit after he had a bit of a rough first half. 1st and 10 here from the 33. Another handoff to Anderson. He's going to run outside, and he's going to get good yardage here. Spins back in, gets the 1st and more down to the 21-yard line. Another big run, and Mario Anderson up to 93 yards rushing on the day. Now Thomas here in at running back after a couple of runs there by Anderson. Hennigan hands to Thomas, and he's going to have good yardage again, and he's going to get down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal coming up for Memphis. This should be the final play of the game here. Hennigan hands to Anderson, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of a few. I do want to see if we can get him another 100-yard game here. 2nd and goal. This will be our last chance to do it. And he's going to lose yardage there, loses 3. So that's how the game ends. We take this one. It was a rough first half for us. We weren't able to score a lot. Had a lot of 3-and-outs. Had a turnover there from Anderson off a bad button press. But our defense basically shuts them down. They only give up a field goal. Got a bunch of turnovers from the defense. And so we were able to put up some easy points there on some short drives. And Hennigan, picked up where he needed to with Anderson kind of being held quiet there in the first half. And we're able to get out of here with a good conference win. We do have another commitment here. Kai Holyfield, the 3-star right guard, commits. And that is the only one we get this week, though. Championship contender goes up to B+. Are we ranked now? No, still not ranked at 8-1. Well, we have a game against Rice. They're 6-3, but only 2-3 in conference play. Check out coach skills here. We do have some points to spend. And I'm going to spend that one to upgrade the QB accuracy, and then we're going to start filling out the wide receiver tree there. And recruiting, it should be just a little bit that we can spend here. Everything looking good. This guy, Western Kentucky's starting to make some moves, so let's up him up from 20 to 40 on a hard sell. That should be enough there. Everything else is pretty good. Let's go with Matthew, take him off, send the house, and put a hard sell on him. Then we can up some of these guys down here to family and friends. And then DM player for these two guys here. Gonna do it for the kicker here because we really need a kicker after this season. Of course, we probably won't be here next season, most likely. But here we go, game 2 of the episode here. At home against Rice. They're a really good team, so we're gonna have to bring our A game. I don't think we're gonna get away with what we got away with here in the first game. We'll get the ball at our own 25 here to start the game. I think we're gonna try and start with passing a little bit. Keep them from selling out on the run here early like UTSA did, is we're just going to swing pass it here to Mario Anderson, and he's only able to get back to the line there. No gain on the play. We'll go RPO here, see what we can do with this here. This play's worked pretty well for us so far this season. It's going to work again here as Blankham's going to get us about 5 yards there on that one. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Hopefully someone can get open here. 3rd and 5. Need to pick this up, and there we go. Oh, come on, he hit my guy. He hit my guy. Oh, I hope that's something that's fixed in College Football 26. All of the receivers getting bumped and no penalty getting called. We're going to have to punt it away. Rice goes down the field and gets a touchdown. So, like I was saying, we're not going to be able to just, dilly-dally around and not put up points here against Rice. We're going to have to be on our game if we want to avoid getting our second loss. As we actually are ranked there, it says, as we're 25 as Anderson gets 1 yard there on the carry. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Hennigan in the gun. He'll drop to throw. And looking for his tight end, underthrown, knocked away. Lucky that wasn't intercepted as Hennigan got hit as he threw there. 3rd and 9 here from our own 31. Need to get to about the 40 to pick up the first. And there we go. We've got our guy, but it's off the mark. Hennigan makes a bad throw, and it's intercepted. We had him wide open, and Hennigan can't make the throw. And we're down 10-0 here. 1st and 10 from our own 25 here. We're going to hand to Anderson. He's going to bust it outside. Good run here by Anderson. Cuts back past the 40 to the 43. A nice run there for Mario Anderson. Maybe that'll get us going offensively here. That's going to be the end of the first quarter as Rice leads at 10-0 here in Memphis. Just have not been able to get much going offensively here in this one. 1st and 10 from the 43 here. We're going to hand to Anderson again here, and he's going to get another good run to the outside. Picks up 10 and another fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now on the Rice side of the field here. Play action. Oh, there we go. Drake, go up, and he brings it down through the contact. Way to keep 2 hands on it, Kobe. Way to go. Big play down to the 24-yard line. And we're going to my favorite play here, see if it works. And it doesn't. We're going to have to hand to Anderson. He's going to lose yardage. There was no way. Nobody was open at all on that play. 2nd and 12 now from the 26 after the bad run here. Hennigan back to throw. Going to stand up in the pocket. Going to find Rock Taylor there. Big catch down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal. Read option here. We're going to hand to Anderson. Nowhere to go on that one. Just lucky to get back to the line on that play. RPO action here. 2nd and goal. We hand to Anderson, and there we go. Lane to the end zone, and he's down at the 1. 3rd and goal here. Now Thomas into the game as the running back after a couple of runs by Anderson. He'll get the carry here on 3rd and goal and not able to punch it in. 4th down coming up. It's 4th and goal. Mario Anderson back in. You wonder, are they going to give it to their star? They do, and Anderson gets in untouched. Touchdown, Memphis. And they're right back in the game. And we get great starting field position at our own 43 here. A little bit of time before the 2-minute warning. We're going to take a little shot here, play action. And there we go. Land for your day on the middle. Huge play all the way down inside the 25 to the 23. The play action fooled the Rice secondary and let the tight end get wide open down the field. Ooh, and that safety seems to be blitzing. That could leave Landfear open on our little play here. And it does. Landfear, can he get in the end zone? And he does. Touchdown, Memphis. No, they mark him down at the 1. They're going to mark him at the 1. We're back out in front. And we have a chance to extend the lead here before halftime, starting at our own 20-yard line. 44 seconds. We have all 3 timeouts here. Back to throw, and we're going to target Landfear again, and he's hot, and he's going to keep being hot past midfield to the 48. Timeout, Memphis. 39 seconds left in the half. Just a beautiful throw there. Landfear got open on the corner route and finally was able to haul it in. Now Hennigan in the gun here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rolling out, just going to throw this one away. Incomplete there. Had pressure in his face. That'll be 2nd and 10. Ball near midfield. Blankhamsey comes in motion. Hennigan back to throw. He's going to find Blankhamsey on the drag route. He's got plenty of space out in front. Past the 30, and he'll get out of bounds at the 29 to stop the clock. 28 seconds remain. And again, in the gun, making some changes to the play here. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to stand in the pocket. He's fine Blankhamsey, and it's knocked away. Good job by the safety to knock that pass away. Now 2nd and 10 from the 29. Hennigan back to throw again. He's just going to throw quickly to Anderson. He'll get about 3 yards and go out of bounds there. Hennigan had to get rid of that one quickly. The pressure was coming in hot. 3rd and 7 here. Need to get to about the 19 for the first. Hennigan in the gun. He'll drop to throw. And he's got Taylor on the comeback route. He's out at the 9. Caught. And the clock stops the clock with 16 seconds left. 1st and goal from the 9 here. Trying to punch this in and increase the lead. And we're looking for a tight end. Knocked away, incomplete. Actually, that was Kobe Drake on the target. And again, in the gun here, he'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly to Anderson. Wide open in the backfield, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Rice brought pressure. Hennigan recognized it. And Mario Anderson takes it in for 6. And we get the ball at their 6-yard line. 1st and goal here. We're going to hand to Anderson, and he'll get maybe a yard on that one. 2nd and goal here from the 5. Hennigan in the gun. It'll be another handoff to Anderson, and he's reaching. Does not get in for the touchdown there. 3rd and goal here from the 1. Once again, we're going to go right back to our guy, and it doesn't work. We get stuffed. We'll have to settle for the field goal. I mean, they got in like crazy there on that one as this one's up and good. We now have a 14-point lead with 24 unanswered points here against the Rice Owls at home. 1st and 10. They're playing press on the RPO, so most likely we'll have to hand to Anderson, and we do, and it's going to be a good run here. He'll get 10 yards on the carry. We're going to try to throw it here. They're playing a lot of press coverage. They're trying to play the run, it looks like, as we're going to drop back to throw. I didn't like that. Don't like that throw. Thought the defender was going to carry with the guy on the crosser. All right, 3rd and inches here. Just got to punch it forward, and that's what we're going to do with Anderson. Gets another 5 yards on the carry there. And again, in the gun, play action here. Oh, and there we go. Landfear wide open on the wheel route past the 30, and that's where he'll be taken down. Another big play for the tight end who has had a heck of a game here in front of the home crowd. And again, in the gun, 3 wide for him here. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it hit as he throws there. No good. Incomplete. Ooh, Rock Taylor has outside leverage. He went inside. Why did he go inside? Why cut inside when you're breaking outside on the route? Oh, that's annoying. Back to throw here. Oh, there we go. We got Drake, and he can't get away. Kind of pause there on the catch. All right, 4th and 2. Going to go for it here. Trying to pick up the first. Anderson in motion here. Back to throw. Throwing quickly. We've got Blankhamsey on the slant. He'll pick up yardage down to the 12, and it's another 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 12. Hennigan back to throw. Going to get it off to Blankhamsey on the screen, and he'll get about 5 yards before he's knocked out of bounds. 2nd and 5 coming up. Going to do the little tight end RPO read option here. Oh, there we go. We've got Landfear. Got the block, but the other guy didn't block. And Landfear not able to get in there. Now it's 3rd and 2. We're going to go 5 wide here. Hennigan in the gun. He'll drop to throw. Now forced out of the pocket. Just going to throw and knocked away, incomplete there. We're going to try for a little field goal here. These can be a bit difficult if you don't get the angle right. Oh, I messed it up, but we're faking it, and the kicker can't throw it. The kicker doesn't get the throw off. I think we got a defensive touchdown there because we got 7 points somehow there. I don't know how that happened. But we're up 31-10 here at the start of the 4th quarter. We're starting near midfield as we're just going to hand to Anderson here. He'll get about a yard on that one. So 2nd and 9 from our own 47. We're going to go read option here. And Hennigan going to keep it and nowhere to go on that one. Actually loses a yard on the play. 3rd and 10 here from the 46. He'll drop to throw. Going to look. He's got Taylor. Oh, great throw there. They brought the linebackers on the blitz. And Rock Taylor was wide open on that cross there. We're going to go play action here because they're pressing us a lot, especially on 1st down. I think that we're going to have a guy wide open, and the guy that was covering Taylor backed off into a zone. That was a good play by the defense. Good coverage. Good disguise there. But, I mean, we're still up a ton. Not worried about it. We still don't give up any points. And we're on Heisman, by the way. Like, we've been on Heisman this entire time. We're just playing against conference, or the American Conference, which some teams are really good in that conference, and other teams, not so good, as Mario Anderson's going to pick up 7 yards there on that play. 2nd and 3 coming up here, and we're just going to try and run this clock down as much as we can as Anderson. Going to have a big run here all the way down to midfield, a 20-yard pickup there. And again, hands to Anderson again, and he's got another good run here. Picks up 7 on that one. Oh, and they are bringing a ton of pressure here. Look, everyone within 5 to 7 yards of the line of scrimmage here. Hennigan changing the play when he sees that, and he's going to just throw it up for his main guy, Rock Taylor, who catches it in stride, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. That's going to do it for this one here. We blow out Rice at home. They got up early on us. They were up 10-0 at the end of the 1st, but we outscore them by a ton after that. Mario Anderson, player of the game, 17 carries, 92 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. We end up winning this one 38-17. Stats in the game, Hennigan, 18 for 29, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, also 2 interceptions. Mario Anderson, 17 carries, 92 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Landfear, 5 catches, 125 yards. Rock Taylor, 4 catches, 96 yards and a touchdown. Demir Blankenship, 4 catches, 39 yards. Mario Anderson Jr., 3 catches, 12 yards and a touchdown. And then Kobe Drake, 2 catches, 432 yards. We get another commitment here. Mohamed Eberl commits. Right tackle Nolan Hyde commits. So that's 3 commitments now here in this episode. Next up, we've got a rivalry game against UAB at home. We're number 24 in the nation now. And you know what? It's been a bit of a short episode, so I think we're going to go ahead and play this game against UAB. This rivalry game, we're going to play offense. They're a good team, so we're going to have to come out and be ready here. Since the first 2 games were kind of shorter, they were kind of blowouts. We'll see if this rivalry game is any closer here, if UAB puts up any more of a fight than the other 2 teams did. So third game of the episode as we start our drive at our own 25-yard line here to start the game. And they're not playing nearly as tight as the other teams did here. We're going to go play action. And again, throws, and it's going to be hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Intercepted to start the game. What a way to start the game against UAB. Seth Hennigan was looking. He saw Rock Taylor had a step on his guy, but got hit as he throws. And it's picked off. And UAB turns that into 7 points here, so maybe better to just stick to the ground game here at this point in the game, as we're going to hand to Mario Anderson here. He's got a good run here. Makes a man miss all the way down past the 40 to the 43. An 18-yard carry there for Mario Anderson. Now Hennigan in the gun, 1st and 10 after the big run. It'll be another handoff here to Anderson. He's going to try to cut inside, and it's a fumble. Ball is out. And UAB picks it up. We'll have them take another look at that one. They confirmed it was a fumble, but thankfully we don't give up points because of it. As we start the drive at our own 34-yard line, they're blitzing off that side, so we're going to try and run here with Anderson. And my guy gets flattened again there. It's the right guard getting thrown on his back. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 now after that one. And again, in the gun, play action to Anderson here. Going to throw on the comeback route and knocked away incomplete. Just kind of threw that one up. Kind of lucky it wasn't intercepted. So 4 wide here, 3rd and 12 from the 32. Back to throw is Hennigan. He's going to throw for Blankenship, and he's got space past the first down marker all the way down to the UAB 40. 28 yards for Demir Blankenship. So a big conversion there on 4th down. Now Anderson in motion. Hennigan back to throw. He's just going to throw it for Anderson. He's going to pick up some yardage here. Breaks off the first, and now he's a fumble. 2nd fumble of the day for Mario Anderson. This one's going to be scooped up by UAB, and it's going to be taken all the way back. Touchdown, UAB. The 2nd lost fumble of the day for Mario Anderson. As that's now 3 turnovers on the first 3 drives for Memphis here, and it's led to 14 points for UAB. Hennigan 1st and 10 to start this drive. He's back to throw. Going to throw for Drake. He's got 1st down and more. Picks up about 16 on that one. And Anderson doesn't have any wear and tear or anything, so he's just getting lit up with these hits here. And as we give him a 1st down run, he's going to lose a yard there on that one. 2nd and 11 after the run on 1st down. Anderson in motion here. Hennigan back to throw. And he's going to find Rock Taylor, and he's going to fall forward, reaches out, and he'll get the 1st at the 47. 4 wide here for Hennigan, 1st and 10. We're going to go play action here on this one. And just going to throw for Anderson here, and he drops it incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. And again, in the gun, Thomas, the running back, in now here on 2nd down. He'll get the carry, looking for some space, but won't find any back to the line. That'll be the end of the first quarter here. A sloppy first quarter for the Tigers as UAB leads it 14-0. We're averaging 7 yards a play. It's just 3 turnovers have killed us here. 3rd and 10 from the 46. Need to convert this to keep the drive alive. Man in motion, back to throw is Hennigan, and he's going to take off running, and he's going to get the 1st, and he's going to fumble it. He puts the ball on the ground, but luckily a lineman falls on it. I meant to slide. I accidentally dove, but luckily we recover that one. And off to Anderson there after the scare is avoided, and he'll pick up about 8 yards on the carry there. 2nd and 2 at the 27 here. Hennigan in the gun. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Blankenship there on the little in route there down to the 21. RPO action here. We're going to hand off to Anderson. And he'll get about 4 yards on the carry there. Not bad for a 1st down run. Now 2nd and 6 here. We're going to do a little RPO quick screen here. Blankenship looking for the corner. Makes a man miss. And he's going to be down at the 2. Just shy of getting in there. And Thomas, the running back, in here now. He'll get a carry here on 1st and goal, and he's going to get in the end zone easily there. Touchdown Memphis as they're finally on the board. UAB goes down the field and gets another touchdown here. So out of the 2-minute warning, we're going to have that much time with all 3 timeouts to get points here before the half. Who's going to drop it down here for Anderson. Makes a man miss, and he'll pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 35 here. Hennigan back to throw. Oh, and he's looking deep. He's got Rock Taylor, who beat a man inside the 20 and knocked down at the 12-yard line. Huge play there for Hennigan's number 1 target. They'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. They can get a 1st without getting the touchdown here. Back to throw. Hennigan finds Taylor again, pushing forward. And they mark him down at the 1. They say he did not get in. So 1st and goal from the half-yard line. Hennigan in the gun, hands to Anderson, and he walks it in easily there as Memphis pulls to within a score here late in the first half. All right, our first drive of the 2nd half. We're only down 7 now, so we've done a good job of getting back into this game here. We're just going to have to keep working with Anderson here as he's going to pick up about 2 yards on that carry. And again, in the gun here, we're going to throw a quick out there for Rock Taylor. He'll pick up about 5 before he goes down. Now 3rd and 3 coming up. I say we go back to that same play, see if it works again. And Anderson cuts up field, and he'll have the first down there. We're going to go hurry up before they try to take a look at that play. And we're just going to hand off to Anderson here. Breaks the tackle, and still stumbling forward. Still on his feet somehow. All the way down past midfield to the 48. Now Memphis back on the UAB side of the field here. They'll hand to Anderson yet again on the RPO, and he'll pick up another 7 yards on that one. Now Thomas in as the halfback here. Hennigan fakes to Thomas. Has time, now forced out. Looking, and he's just going to have to throw this one away. Can't get it to anyone there. Anderson back in here now. 3rd and 3 coming up. Oh, and we got Landfear, and it's knocked away, incomplete. And they want me to go for it. I'm going to here. 5 wide for Hennigan in the gun. 4th down coming up. Back to throw. Throwing quickly. We've got Rock Taylor, and he hangs on. 5th catch of the day for Rock Taylor. Gets us a first down on 4th. And again, in the gun, he'll drop to throw. Gonna give it to Blankhamsey on the screen, and he'll pick up about 7. Now 2nd and 3 after the little screen pass there. It's going to be a handoff to Anderson, and he's going to pick up good yardage down to the 21. Mario Anderson having a really good day, now up to 68 yards on the ground here in this one. 1st and 10 from the 21. We're going to try to set up the little screen pass here to Anderson. Nowhere to go with it, and we're just going to throw it away incomplete there. 2nd and 10 here, and we're going to hand to Anderson again, and he'll only get maybe a yard on that one. It's 3rd and 9 here. Need to get to about the 11-yard line to pick up the first. Hennigan in the gun. He'll drop to throw. Steps up in the pocket, finds his tight end inside the 10, and knocked down at the 4. It's going to be 1st and goal. Beautiful throw there by Hennigan. 1st and goal here from the 4. And again, changing things up here at the line. He'll drop to throw here on 1st. Now going to take off with it, and he's going to reach, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And they tie the game up after trailing early. Now 1st and 10 from our own 22. We still haven't given up any more points to UAB, so a chance for us to take our first lead of the day as Anderson's going to pick up 8 there on a 1st down run. Ooh, here we go. I think we have a chance for a big play here. They got everyone down at the line. We're going to throw it deep. Anderson beat him. And there we go. Mario Anderson taking it to the house. Touchdown. Memphis, they've come all the way back to take the lead. Now we're starting a drive at our own 4-yard line. UAB still has not scored here in this second half, so we're just going to keep pounding the rock with Mario Anderson and continue to just run out this clock here if we can. 2nd and inches after that run. Hennigan here going to hand to Anderson. And he's got space up the middle, and another good run of 8 yards there for Mario Anderson. 1st and 10 here after that run. Hennigan, play action. Going to throw to Anderson, and he's going to pick up a few more yards there through the air. Picks up 4. Now Thomas subs in for Anderson here. 2nd and 6. Handoff to Thomas, and he's going to try to get to the outside. Breaks one tackle, and then falls down after a pickup of about 8. Injury timeout here for UAB. Anderson back in here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Hennigan will hand to him again, and he's going to get another good chunk of yardage here on the ground. Picks up 6. He now has exactly 100 yards rushing on the day. All right, 2nd and 4. Hennigan in the gun. Drops to throw, and he's going to swing it out to Anderson, who's got plenty of grass in front of him. Makes a man miss, and he's all the way down to the 45-yard line. Huge play there. Mario Anderson has been a big factor in the passing game as well as the run game here today. It's really had sort of his Heisman moment here in this one, as the Heisman campaign for him has started to really heat up. So he lays a great block there for Kobe Drake after he catches and runs on the drag there. Now Thomas subs in for Anderson here. Hennigan. And Hennigan's just going to get hit. They brought pressure there, just not able to get the play off, really. 2nd and 14 there after the busted play. Anderson in motion. Hennigan, quick pass here, swings it to him, and he'll get maybe a yard on that one, if that. 3rd and 13, they will have to run a play here before the 2-minute warning. Hennigan back to throw, and he's going to find Rock Taylor at the 1st down marker. Did he get it? They say he did, and that'll move the chains here for Memphis. Huge play there for Rock Taylor. So now we're past the 2-minute warning here. Ball at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for Memphis. Hennigan hands to Anderson here, lowers the shoulder, and picks up about 8. Timeout UAB. Now 2nd and 2 here at the 7. 2 tight end look here for Memphis. Hennigan hands to Anderson. He'll pick up the 1st and go down at the 4. Timeout UAB. Their 2nd of the half. So it's 1st and goal here, 4 yards away from pay dirt. Hennigan hands to Anderson. He's going to try and get to the outside, and he will. Mario Anderson back into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. As they have scored 28 unanswered points, and Mario Anderson puts them to sleep here with under 2 minutes to go. So they did score, but they didn't get the onside kick that they needed, so Hennigan able to just kneel this one out. And Memphis will win their 10th game on the season with a close 35-28 comeback victory against their rival UAB here. The Battle of the Bones winner for Memphis here, their 8th win in this rivalry series. And player of the game is Mario Anderson. 20 carries, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day for the senior. Let's go check out the total stats on the day for everyone. Seth Hennigan, 19 for 25, 323 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And then Mario Anderson, 20 carries, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Seth Hennigan, 4 carries, 12 yards, and a touchdown. And then Brandon Thomas, 3 carries, 10 yards, and a touchdown as well for the senior out of North Little Rock. And then in the passing game, Rock Taylor, 6 catches for 100 yards. Mario Anderson, 6 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown, his first 100-yard receiving game on the season. Demir Blankum, 4 catches for 57 yards. Kobe Drake, 2 catches for 38 yards. And then the tight end, Anthony Lanfear, 1 catch for 17 yards. So a big-time comeback win over our rival. Mario Anderson continues to be the heart and soul of this team. We'll move on to next week, where we will play our final regular season game against... Actually, we have a bye week, and then we have our final regular season game. Who is it against again? Actually, we get another commitment. Clyde Sampson, the running back, commits to the team. So we'll have a top 10 team in Tulane to take on for our regular season finale, but we'll save that one for the next episode, you guys. Thank you all so much for all of your support so far in the series. I've really been having a lot of fun with it here leading up to College Football 26, which again is coming out in just a couple of weeks. So if you aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our College Football 26 videos when those do drop. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like because it helps out with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.